What's up everybody, welcome back. So I'm always trying to go for new ideas and try and come up with new types of ways to try editing something, whether it be a new recording method, a miking method, an editing method, or plugins, who knows. But I came up with this idea that is kind of stupid, but it just might work. So I was sitting at my desk one day and I started thinking to myself,
man, I really want some chicken nuggets right now.
Okay, yes, I was actually thinking that, but I was also thinking,
how can I get a new, unique, vintage sound on my vocals?
That's when I started typing, scrolling, and trying to find different ideas, and I came up with this one idea, this one dumb idea that just might work. I bought a loudspeaker. So this one in particular is called Realistic Power Horn. It's about 8 ohms, 15 watts, made in Taiwan. I love the seafoam green teal color of it. I'm really excited. I want to try getting a vintage sound through it. I'm gonna see what it sounds like whenever I hook up a mix, whenever I hook up vocals specifically. I want to use this to try and get like a vintage sound with my vocals, sending it through this horn, because I think this horn might have been outside. It's nice and dented up and beat to crap in certain places, but we're gonna find out and see if it was a waste of money. I think I made a mistake. So I jumped the gun a little bit. I need an amp for this. Hold on. Ugh, frick. I forgot I had a power amp in my storage unit. Clean this off. So, I'm not quite sure where I got this thing, but I have it. And hopefully this thing works as well. Otherwise, I'm gonna be waiting a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to send out the signal from my 2x2. I can monitor with my headphones, make sure everything's working. I'm gonna use the 2 outs, send it in to this Crown amplifier. It's the Crown PS200. And I'm gonna hook up the loudspeaker into the Crown, and hopefully we get some sound. So as I was running around trying to find anything I could use to reamp this puppy, I remembered that I had this. It's a 1/4-inch snake, not very long, but I don't need it to be. I just need it to run from my interface into the amp, and hopefully this sounds really good. Oh, come on, just get in the hole.
That's what she said.
Why can't I get this in there? What? Alright. Alright, come on. Come on. And now we have power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a session that I think could sound really cool with this, and hopefully I find one that will sound good and not get me any copyrights. Okay, so I just found the session for the Moon River cover that I did a month or 2 ago with a good friend of mine. If you want to check out that video, see what the original sounds like, I'll have the link available for you in the top corner, as well as at the end of the video for you to check out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I test it, make sure everything's actually coming through signal-wise, and then we're going to see what it sounds like through this thing.
See
This sounds really cool. I am so excited to try this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out 2 different mics, put them in front of this one at a time, reamp the vocals, see what each of them sounds like, and let's see what happens. So I know you can accomplish this kind of stuff really easily with plugins or anything. I've done it before. But there's something just really fun about doing it this way. There's just something more satisfying about doing it like this. It satisfies my curiosity. It lets me explore, try new things. It pulls out the creativity in me, and that's something that engineers don't do enough of. They don't pull from their creativity. They go too much inside the box thinking, oh, there's a plugin for that, oh, I'll try this plugin, I'll just throw that on there, mess with the EQ, do something. Trying to do everything naturally gives you a new challenge and possibly new ways to do it, and worst comes to worst, you just know a way not to do it. So to start it off, we're doing it with the Aston Spirit. That's gonna be the first mic I use on this. We're gonna see how it sounds running through the Aston. We're gonna get a close-up of that right now.
Waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, moon, river, and me. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way too.
All right, I really liked how that sounded. So now, we're gonna take the Aston off and we're gonna bring on the Telefunken. Now this is always my go-to mic. It sounds absolutely gorgeous, and the fact that I use it all the time has nothing to do with me paying a lot of money for it. It sounds so good, so warm, so clean. I'm really excited to see how it sounds on this vocal. Breaking out my absolute beauty, Telefunken, one of my favorite mic companies. This is the CU29, back when they made the CU29. I think the new version that they have now is the TU29. I'm not sure, I just know that it's referred to as the Copperhead. I use it all the time. I believe the only difference between this one and the TU29 is that this is cardioid, and I want to say the TU29 has multi-pickup patterns? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that one up. Alright, so the Copperhead's hooked up, the 2 mics are all ready to go. Just gonna wait on them to warm up, give it about 30 minutes, and we'll try this one out. So, it's been about 30 minutes, and we're about ready to get started on this. While I was taking a break, I actually did look up the difference between the CU29 and the TU29. The biggest difference is the name actually isn't TU29, it's the TF39. If that makes a difference to you at all. But I was right, the TF39 is a multi-pattern, so it doesn't have just the cardioid like the Telefunken CU29 does. But enough of me being confused about my own gear, let's see what this actually sounds like through the tube mic.
Waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, moon, river, and me. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker,
Okay, so I'm really happy with the way this thing sounds. It sounds absolutely beautiful. I want to say out of the two, I liked the Telefunken a little bit more. It just had a little bit less of a gritty sound. The Aston let the distortion of it come out a little bit more. Maybe I could have fixed that by not driving it so much, but the Telefunken sounds absolutely beautiful. It adds a really nice warm presence in the mix itself. Maybe in the future I'll be able to re-release this cover with this vintage vibe on it using the loudspeaker. I'm ecstatic with how the thing turned out. It couldn't have gone better. It sounded exactly like I wanted it to and like I was hoping it would. But I can't wait to see what else I can use with this thing. If you like the way this thing sounds, it's gonna be on a lot more tracks in the future. I can't wait to use it on another track. I think the main takeaway from this is that I'm not gonna send the reverbs or any effects through it. I'm just gonna send the vocals dry. Maybe if they have a little bit of EQ and compression, send the vocals like that. But I'm gonna try to avoid using any reverbs, delays, or any other sort of effect. I'm thinking I can take the re-mic'd sound, the re-amped sound, and send that through the effects if I'm wanting the vintage sound to have that effect on it. But that's the whole point of this thing. I'm here to experiment and try new things. That's what I like to do. That's what I can't wait to do more of. And I can't wait to show you guys what else I've come up with. If you like this and want to see more of this content in the future, make sure you leave a like and comment down below. Maybe you've got a way to use this loudspeaker that I haven't thought of yet, or that I might not think of. Maybe you've tried something like this before. Tell me about it. I'd love to hear. I'd love to find new ways to try and use this loudspeaker. It's gonna be around for a lot of stuff, and I can't wait. The whole point of this is experimentation and creativity. You can never go wrong. But as of right now, this thing's got the seal of approval. Who knows, it might start getting called the TEAL Terror. But with that being said, thank you for watching.
Wait